Hello, hello. Howdy, howdy.
Hello. Howdy, howdy.
Hold on just a second. I need to mute my phone. All right. We are streaming Monday. Hello, Waylon. Welcome in. Jan, A. Good to have you here. Uh, yeah, it's Monday and we're streaming. Normally I'm going to stream on Tuesdays, but I am not really going to be in a place where I can stream tomorrow. So we'll do it today. Glad you guys are available. And I thought we would start um, a Let's Play series. So we've kind of got a survival roleplay series going on. And I went round and round on different maps. And I'm really not certain. I'm still not certain which map to do. But I do know I want to at least take a look at Rennebu. And I don't know if that's the right way to pronounce it, but it's a beautiful map and it's huge. But I thought we'd just try it out. Also, I'm in a new location. I'm actually at my sister's house. I'm dog sitting. So tell me if the sound is okay, because I've got my mic on a little portable stand. It's not as close to me as it usually is. But let's see. Okay, looks like we got everyone accounted for. And what I wanted to do was do some grass. I really like grass work. Tell me if you've had a chance to play this map. Jan, I think I don't know if you're from Norway, but I think you're not too far away from there, right? I just started up the game in new farmer mode and added a bunch of money so that I can buy some equipment that I want to have. And then I think what I'm going to do after our live stream is I will kind of decide on the equipment that I want to have. I'll sell everything else. And then I'm going to normalize my money to, like $100,000, something like that. So it's not really going to be like a survival situation, but it's just going to be a fun Let's Play situation. And I'll probably still be able to lease equipment and that sort of stuff, but I'm not going to cheat money in, just to have it kind of fun. So what I've got for us to play with today is I got the Kubota M7. Christoph, welcome in. Good to have you here. We're just getting started. So, I don't know. I really like the Kubota tractors. I think it's just the way they look. I just think it's really cool. And then they don't have a whole lot of power, but they definitely have enough power to pull this Batwing mower. So we'll do that. And I've got a couple of fields set up with some grass. It's just the two right across from the starting farm, 44 and 46 right here. So that should be plenty of grass for us to mow for this live stream. In fact, I would be surprised if we actually get all of it done. Oh, you're only an hour from there. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, you're really close. So you're probably familiar with this area. Jan, I've chatted a little bit with OlaHaldor, who's he's the creator of this map. And he tells me that not only is this map like very authentic geographically, but even all the buildings are pretty authentic. He is going to do an update to it and add some more buildings. I think it's good that he got this thing mostly done. I mean, I don't know if you guys are familiar with the map, but let me just pull up the mini map. So here it is. And it is an 8x map or 16x map. It's huge. Now, not all of it's playable. It's just this strip here, this valley in this mountain zone. And then all of this area here is forest area that you can log, and you can buy you know, a lot of these areas for logging. I'm not, yeah, 16x map. Thanks, Jan. I'm not a big logging fan, but I tell you what, there's plenty of it here, and it's challenging landscape too. I mean, these mountains, I mean, you're literally sitting in a valley, so I mean that would be some tricky log clearing work to get everything out of the you know, once you got it cut down, then you gotta get it out of there. And Christoph says it's nice that it has buildings that are yeah, they're in a separate pack. Right, it makes the update a lot easier. And I think that's a great way to keep the map current with very little impact. Cranky, how you doing, bud? Good to have you here. I'm doing well. Just thought I'd do a live stream. I've been reading some of the Discord chats, and I know there's some heat wave action going on. I know there is here in the United States, and I know there has been in the UK, or at least there was. But it is warm here today. The high here in North Texas is like 108, and it's going to be even hotter tomorrow. Hey, hello there. Good to have you here. I keep wanting to look to the left for my chat. I've got to normally have 3 monitors up. I only have 2. I didn't want to carry 3 around with me, so my chat's over here today. So Jan says work at a company for 4 years, just over you where your logo is when you open on the map. Oh, okay, wow, that's that close. You see the roads on the map there for the Rennebu, Senrim, Burkhock. I'm sure I pronounced that wrong. Very cool, Jan. Wow, so that really, this really is close to home for you, literally. I did release a new YouTube video today, episode 3. If you haven't checked that out, you've got a little time, maybe after the stream. Just wanted you to know that that's out there. Black Book, welcome in. Hello, Mark Thor. Logs just roll to the bottom, don't they? That's how gravity works. Chinook, how are you, mate? Welcome in. Good morning to you. Hey, if you're asking me, I am American. Yeah, I live in Texas. Lived in the U.S. all of my life, and most of my life in Texas. I lived a few years in California. Rest of my days here in North Texas. I've traveled much of the world, though. I used to have a job where I traveled a lot, so I've seen a lot of Europe and Asia, mostly. Hey, you're from Europe, okay. So I've never been to Norway personally. I have been to Sweden, and I've been to Denmark, so that's probably as close as I've gotten to Norway. But it is beautiful, and the people are very nice, I think. He says in the series you could download the Farmall 06 series. Farmall, so that's like old equipment? And maybe you're saying that because it's inexpensive. I am all about that in a survival series. I am weighing lots of options because when money's tight, you have to kind of look all around, but we're getting some help from Stuart, so that's nice. We can't rely on him completely, though, that's for sure. It's from the 60s. Okay, wow. And cheap. I'll take a look at it, eh? I think some of the Alpine pack would go well on here. Certainly, Mark. In fact, I'll definitely look at that. I mean, that's kind of, this area being mountainous and so on is going to lend itself well to that. Do you have any other suggestions for, you know, either equipment or even just a farming strategy here on Rennebu? Let me know. Like I said earlier, I basically just fired up the map, bought a tractor and a mower, and headed out to the field to start mowing. One thing I like about Let's Play series is it's a lot more lax. It's really just, I'm playing the game the way I want to play it, and you know, you can watch if you want to. So I'm gonna enjoy that. The roleplay series certainly take a lot more work. I don't really write out a script, but I kind of do sometimes. So I at least know what I'm gonna do. On a Let's Play, I'm just gonna like do what I want when I want. Will it be focused on grass work? It won't be focused primarily on grass work, no. Grass work is like one of my favorite things to do, so I thought I'd at least start with that. But no, if all I did was grass work, that would get boring pretty quick for everybody, including me. I do want to do some animals. You know, maybe some sheep, some cows. Now, one aspect of this map I'd noticed is you can buy, I mean, you can have animals, but they're not visible. Like if you buy the cows, they're inside the barn, but so, which is why you don't see them. And I'm wondering, Jan, tell me if this is true, but maybe it's because of the climate. Maybe that's the way it is in real life, that the animals are mostly indoors and not just grazing in a field. I don't know. Or it could just be that that's the way that Ola chose to do things, either for simplicity or I don't know. Aces, there's also in the ModHub older and cheaper hay equipment on the roleplay series. Yeah, good. I started out with the equipment that I had. I mean, I didn't buy that equipment. That just came with the farm. So it kind of gave me a leg up on the mowing equipment that we have on the series. And on that series, we're not going to stay just on mowing either. We got some soybeans to harvest. We're going to do some contract work. That's going to continue. Trey, howdy, welcome in. Some have them on fields in summer, but they try to use the grass to make silage for winter. Got it. You know, I know the cattle farms up north here in the United States and Canada work that way, Trey. here in Texas, the winters are so mild that we don't really worry a whole lot about sheltering animals for warmth. In fact, we worry more about keeping them cool. So a lot of cattle fields, grazing fields, will just have like open, like a pavilion, like just a open rooftop, just to provide shade for the cattle. Or they'll purposely leave like groups of tall trees so that they can get shade from that. Am I playing on PC? Yes, I am. This map is only for PC. It is a 16x map, so it's... Oh, wait a minute. Is it? I think it is for now. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's PC only right now. I think Ola was looking into making it for console, and I think I may have heard that Giants, I think, gave up on trying to make this work for a console. Yeah, it is PC only. Yeah, I could play Elk Mountain. That's a PC-only map as well. It's also a very large map. I played a little bit on Elk Mountain. And I don't know, I was looking for something different. I don't do a whole lot of European maps, but I wanted to see if I could find one that I would enjoy playing, and I think I would enjoy playing this one. And I don't know how long I'll play it. I guess the easy answer is I'll play it until I'm tired of playing it or want to do something different. Maybe we'll find something more compelling. It's normal to have a place up on the mountain in the summer. Okay, just with a small cabin and cows. All right. Right, Mark. I know they were working to try to get it done, and I think they just gave up. I'm glad that they at least tried. I'm just gonna make sure I'm caught up on chat. If you chatted and I didn't notice, I apologize. Just put it in there again. All right, I did put GPS on this tractor, so I may start going to rows. Let's look at the map, see how I'm doing. Man, this is a big map. Okay, so I'm just gonna go rows this way. I think that'll work out. All right, let's see if I remember my keyboard controls. So, Alt-C to turn it on. And let's get somewhat of a vector here. Maybe that. And we'll, you know what? I think I'm just going to pull up the menu, which is Control S. Go to auto width. And I think that's all we're going to need. So we'll Alt-E. Oh, I thought we Alt-E'd. There we go. Okay, I think I had it on grid. And there's Greystone. I love Greystone A. I played that when it first came out. I played that. I think I put over 200 hours on Greystone, and I actually considered doing a Let's Play on it, but I played it so much that I just wanted to do something new and different. But that is certainly a contender. It was one of the first big US maps to come out when FS22 came out. Yeah, Christoph, I got it. I didn't see the B show up, but it certainly took it for some. I just didn't see it. Let's clean this up first. Okay. I'll just need to come back and clean that up. I wish Lone Oak would come to FS22. You know, that's just a classic. I think for FS19, I had more hours on Lone Oak than any other map. If not the most, maybe the second most. Well, I am not paying attention to what I'm doing. I'm just going to clean this up without GPS. I think there's a controller command to enable GPS, but I think I disabled them all. I was getting some keybind problems, and I just disabled them all. So I'm just going to reach down and do the Alt-X. So speaking of large PC maps, has anyone checked out the Italia map that came out last week? I'm going to give that a try. Grapes are not my favorite, but I promised myself that I would do it. And I might live stream that. Maybe not do a series, but I might just do like a one-off or something. Yeah, it is stunning, Christoph. It's beautiful. I only have a 1080p monitor, but I tell you what, that map with the 4K HD, what am I trying to say? The additional files to make for the 4K, that's compelling enough to like go buy a 4K monitor just to experience that. At least it is for me. I don't need a lot of reasons to buy new technology. It's kind of a weakness of mine. Yeah, it is well done. It's not for everybody. It's probably not for me long term, but I would love to just get on the map and just drive around and just, you know, be in awe of the beauty of it. Yeah, Chinook, it does. It looks awesome. It looks great. True, Christoph. It's more on the winery and the grapes, and the production for it is set up, you know, very well because you've got the barrel production, all that. Now there was a lot of attention paid to, you know, even just arable crops and logging, and every production place, every sell point is custom made. In fact, for the logging area, there's like a custom gantry that was made that you can operate. What's the coffee map like? Mark, I didn't take a look at that. I know FSG did a quick tour of that in a live stream on Saturday, and I caught like maybe the last third of that, so I can't tell you a lot about that. I would just go check out his live stream video, and I don't know who did reviews. Farmer Klein and Farmer Cop usually do map reviews of every map. Yeah, Mark, I was busy working on YouTube videos and just looked down and saw, oh, FSG's streaming. So I was fortunate enough to catch like the last half hour. You're watching while taking the dog for a walk. All right, you know, it's always good to multitask. Let's see. Well, forgot to lower my mower again. Seem to do that pretty often. Another thing that Ola did is, considering the size of this map and how many trees there are, he was very mindful of the performance of this map. If you can see, like if you look really far out, you don't see any trees. That's built into the map. That's not part of your DOF or anything like that. And also, he didn't make the tree coverage as dense as some other maps. So I think that combination makes this map bring in some pretty respectable frame rates, even if you don't have a super duper PC. So I've actually played this map on my old PC, which had a GTX 1060 card in it. I actually played it with Argsy and FSG. I think it was a live stream that FSG was doing, and Ola was in the chat. But I was getting like 40 to 50 FPS on my 1060, which is very, very respectable. Which is good. It's nice that, you know, he paid attention to that. When did I start the channel? I started this channel 2 weeks ago? Just over 2 weeks ago. So pretty new to YouTube. I did a little bit of live streaming on Twitch for about 2 weeks before that. But yeah, this is a pretty new deal, pretty new game for me. What would be a good gaming PC for FS22? Hey, that's a huge question. What I usually tell people is buy the best PC that you can afford. Because if you buy a budget PC with, you know, say not a lot of performance, you'll get some use out of it, but it'll become obsolete sooner. But you know, you can pay. Can you pay? You could probably pay $500 and get a PC that'll run FS22, you know, respectably. But if you can afford a little more, I would save up and get more. See if you can get an RTX, NVIDIA RTX graphics card. I know Black Book doesn't want to step in anything. Watch where you step. Yes. Yeah, Chinook, watch where you step. You don't want to step in any fertilizer. Yeah, console is at some point becomes limiting. I totally agree. It is amazing that Giants can make this program work as well as it does on console. But from a PC gamer point of view, I see that the console is limiting what Giants can do in the game. I'm convinced they would do way more. You know, they would, like as far as scripting and memory size, you know, they're limited to the slot limitation of consoles. But I don't know the percentage now, but I know with FS19, it was something like half of the farm sim gamers were console. Might have even been more. I don't know what the numbers are for FS22. I would think that maybe that's gone down a little bit, but I don't know. So I can see why they're going to continue supporting it. It's just too much of their customer base. Market would make a huge difference. You know, I wonder if there's some kind of compromise where Giants could, like, maybe just have a more enhanced version for PC. You know, they do have expanded mods for PC only, you know, that they support in the ModHub. But, you know, it would be neat to see them do, you know, just have more functionality. And they could even charge more for a PC version. But, you know, now you're supporting basically two different games. You know, at some point they're going to diverge so much that it's going to be tough. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I do like this Kubota tracker. I like the M8 even more. But I thought that might be a little too big or too OP for this map. So I thought I'd just limit myself to this. I think it has 180 horsepower at the peak. That's enough. Excuse me. That's enough to run most implements. Let me get turned around here and then I'll check chat again. Next step, this will be better for new gen. Yeah, Mark, if they can drop the PS4 and that generation of consoles, it would open them up. They wouldn't be nearly as limited. Is FS22 crossplay? It is and there are many mods on the ModHub that are crossplay compatible. What do I think of the Platinum expansion? You know, I bought the FS19 Platinum expansion. To be honest with you, I can't even tell you, I can't even remember what was in that expansion pack. I bought it just so I could kind of have the whole package. And I'll probably do that with this Platinum edition, but I'm not into logging. The new map would be kind of cool. So, you know, I haven't looked at the map, but I think it's in the the United States, like Northwest area, like maybe Oregon, Washington, I guess. But that could be cool. Is it worth the money? I don't know. I say it this way. Giants is doing a good job of making a product that I thoroughly enjoy. I want to make sure that they're compensated well for it. They're certainly not the biggest money grab software company out there for games. So, you know, I'm okay with it. Now, you know, for people who are strapped on cash and want the expansion, the Platinum pack, and don't have the money, you know, that presents a problem. I think that's just a conscious decision that Giants makes, how they can appease the most people and sell product. Christoph, Estancia La Placha. I have not checked that out. Christoph, I think that map was out in FS19, and if that's true, I did not play it in 19, and I have not played it yet in FS22. I can't remember. Oh, are you saying that was the... Christoph, tell me more about that. Was that the... Was that what was in the FS19 Platinum Pack? I'm sorry, I was not keeping track of chat, and I just may have that completely out of context. And turned off GPS. There's a nice shot. I don't want to get too close into the tractor because that mower's a little loud. Hello, Saran. The stream is going well. I thank you for being a part of it. We've been going here for a little over half an hour. We'll go for at least another hour. But Saran, I hope you're doing well. I think you're in Ireland, and hopefully it's not too hot there for you right now. Right, Christoph, it was the Alpine map for 19. Yes, thank you for reminding me. Oh, it was for FS17. Oh, interesting. Christoph, I was not into Farm Sim for FS17. I discovered it shortly after FS19 came out. I remember that they had just fixed all the new landscaping stuff with a patch when I first got it. So I don't know when that was, but it was maybe a couple months after FS19 came out. It was a free DLC on 19. Ah, that's how we got it. Hottest day ever in Ireland today. Wow, 33 degrees. That is hot. I don't know the exact conversion, Saran, but I know that that's hot. That is a hot one. And I know most people in Ireland don't even have air conditioning because they usually don't need it. So hang in there. It is a hot one here. I think where I am, it's 108 degrees Fahrenheit. Again, I apologize for you centigrade people. I don't know the conversion on that. It's not the hottest day ever here. Or the hottest day ever for this day, but it's a hot one. Tomorrow's going to be hotter. Tomorrow will be 110. The hottest day I've ever had here in Texas was 113. And the hottest day I've ever experienced was in Phoenix, Arizona. It was 115. Something like that. That's 42, Christoph. Okay. And another weird thing is it's windy here today. So when the wind blows on you, it just cooks you like an air fryer. It makes you feel hotter. The wind actually doesn't cool you off. A 100 degrees at 5K elevation tray. Wow. That's insane. I don't mind 100-degree heat, but once it gets over 110, That's too much for me. I can't. Stay indoors, drink cold drinks, and if you don't have air conditioning, go to a movie theater, buy a ticket, and just, like, watch movies all day. Or go swimming. Go to the pool, go to the beach. Yep, gotta stay inside. Me too. Didn't lower my bat wing. It's like we have 34 people in here right now. That's awesome. So welcome in, everybody. If you haven't yet and you want to, hit that like button. And if you want to subscribe to my channel, I would love that. Would thank you for doing that. Okay, I think we got that whole field. Let's look. Yep, there's just one little patch over there we'll get, and we'll go to the other one. Let's see. Or just visit Rennebu. Yeah, I bet it feels really nice there right now. You know what, I think instead of mowing that other field, just for something different, I'm gonna go get that windrower, and we'll do a little bit of that, just for something different. And I grabbed the windrower from Kubota. So this is interesting. I think this is right. When the Kubota implement pack came out, you know, along with the Kubota tractors, I looked at them and said, "Oh, that's kind of a ripoff. It's just all. It's just a recoat of the Kverneland stuff," and that is to a large extent true. But what I learned is that Kubota owns Kverneland, or Kverneland owns Kubota. Anyway, they're part of the same company. So I guess in real life they're doing that. So I guess that makes sense. I think another reason why I like it, and this doesn't really make any sense, but Kubota's U.S. headquarters are located right here in North Texas, kind of in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and have a really cool-looking building. And my favorite Major League Baseball team, the Texas Rangers, Kubota is a corporate sponsor for them. So I kind of like that too. Black Book, it's high of 30°C tomorrow. Wow. And that's in, I think you're in Ottawa, is that right, Black Book? That's pretty hot. That is a hot one. All right, I think we'll do the headlands first. There it goes. Wow, that took a long time. Do I visit Babe's Chicken? Trey, I love Babe's Chicken. There is one near me, but I used to go to, I don't know if it's the original one, but the one in Decatur. I used to go there a lot. And no, in Roanoke. Yep, I used to go there a lot. And yeah, their chicken is good. Trey, how do you know about Babes? Are you from this area, or did you used to live in this area? Used to visit Denton. Yeah. I like Denton. Oh, this is kind of interesting, Trey. So, my younger daughter is getting married and Babe's Chicken is going to cater the wedding. So I'm excited for that. One hour southwest of Ottawa. Yeah, Black Book, I thought that was true. Man, yeah, this heat wave, I saw a map of North America with this heat wave, and it just goes, it's like all the way south to all the way north. And most of the west, and I think it's going to go east through the week. It's still BYOB. That's right, it is. And it's family style, too. You sit down, and they just bring food for the table. Well, that's the way they operate, normally. So we have FarmCon going on this weekend? Is it this weekend or next weekend? I can't remember. But it'll be, I think that's going to be a little more exciting than past years because it'll actually be live, like real people, instead of virtual. Hello, RZ Gaming. You love the bookshelf background. Argsy, that is not a just a backdrop. That is a real bookcase. I'm at my sister's house, dog sitting, and I'm here in their study. I set up camp. So yeah, scenery is a little different. I'm kind of working on a minimal system. Argsy, I don't know if you saw my video that I dropped this morning, but I suggest you take a look at it. That's all I'm saying. All right, we'll do one more headland, and then we'll turn on the GPS. Yeah, RJ, I know it's still pretty early for you. No spoilers, people. Mark, I sometimes do ups and downs first too. In fact, in my video I released today, that's what I did, and I kind of like doing that, but I just kind of flipped a coin in my head and said, you know what, I'll just do the headlands first. In the game, I don't know that it matters so much. In real life, it might matter more. So what's kind of the accepted way of doing this in real life? If anybody knows. Almost 100 subs. I know, Argsy. I'm getting there. That's kind of my first major milestone that I'm looking for. But I try not to worry about all that. I try to just worry about making good content and having fun. Those are the two most important things. The environment noise, sounds on this map are pretty loud. I don't know if you can hear all those birds chirping. I don't know if I'm going to do it right now, but at some point I'm going to go into the game and turn down the environmental volume. Argsy, I'm really enjoying your 5-minute farmer series. That just keeps on going. I just think you just kind of found a perfect way to kind of package farm sim YouTube in, like, you know, fun size, bite sized packaging. And for me, it drops right at midnight, so I'm usually like in bed or about to go to bed. So that's kind of like the last thing I do for the day is watch you farm on Osada. You thought you heard a goat being strangled. Yeah, it's pretty loud. And those sound like, I think they're custom sounds, because I don't recognize them from the regular in-game animal sounds. It's been a lifesaver having that series. Yeah, I know, Argsy, with COVID, it's a lot of problems, a lot of struggles. So I can see how that made things a lot easier for you, for sure. Okay. Let's go into here. We're gonna set our auto width. And let's set our A. Set our B. Okay, we got it. Hey, if you're headed out, thanks for sticking around. Great to have you here in the chat today. You're welcome, A. Always good to have you here. We'll see you next time. Such a beautiful map. I love how all of the fields are just right along that river that meanders through the valley. Mark, I'm back up in the chat. Yeah, doing the headland and then messing it all up with the rows. That's why I normally do the rows first. I just didn't this time. Right. Yep, Mark, me too. In fact, sometimes I forget and do the headlands first, and then after I do the rows, I'll go and clean the headlands up. You know, basically do them again. Because I forgot to do it early on. So I've got my zero sugar Dr. Pepper today, which I never drink. But it was in my sister's refrigerator, and she said I could have anything in the fridge, so I'm enjoying it. Haven't had a Dr. Pepper in years. Chinook, I don't think I've had one in a year. When I was very young and in high school, I used to drink a 2-liter Dr. Pepper every day, which is ridiculous. But I rarely drink sodas at all now. Interestingly enough, Dr. Pepper was invented in Waco, Texas, about an hour and a half from here. A long time ago. There's actually a Dr. Pepper museum there in downtown Waco. You can visit, and they will serve you an authentic, original Dr. Pepper from a fountain, like it was made like 100 and something years ago. So Mark says, oh, by the way, I hope you don't mind me sharing your vids on Farmer Cop's Discord because I have permission to already share. Oh, I think that's great. You can share my vids as long as you say they're my videos. I don't mind that at all. And thank you for doing that, Mark. Mark, I hope these massacred headlands aren't a trigger for you. Hope I'm not setting you off. It's bothering me a little bit. You just post a link and it shows your thumbnail. Oh, that's awesome, Mark. And I guess Farmer Cop's okay with you doing that. And thank you, Farmer Cop, for allowing that. That's great. Wow, it looks like for the GPS, when I had this automatically set the width, it looks like it was really conservative on the width, because you can see there on the left-hand side, like the whole outside radius of that windrow isn't even in the grass. Let's see how it looks on this side. Kind of the same for that too. Although, you know what, maybe it's... No, I was wrong. Never mind. There just wasn't grass to pick up out that far when I promoted originally. Yeah, it was to the center of the fan, but see, I was mistaken. See, it's actually catching it out there now. I think the way, when I mowed it, the way that dropped it in the pattern, there wasn't any grass out there, so... I don't know. I'll keep watching it. Oh, Mark, yeah, maybe it is just offset. Looking... I don't think I offset it. Didn't offset it there. Oh, you can hear the water. Can hear the water lapping the shore. Nice. Sometimes the mods just run offset. You're right, Cranky. Sometimes they do. Sometimes I find like the balers, like the pickup on the baler, sometimes those are offset, which can be a problem if you're straddling a windrow and you're like leaving a bit on the left side or the right side. I don't know if Scooter's workbench is in the stream or if you guys know this, but I think he came out or is coming out with a batwing mower. It's an orange one, and it'll do like some mulching, and it'll even like clear trees. I looked for it. Whoops. Hold on. I looked for it to use on this, but it could be that it's not out there. It's not out yet. So maybe it's just not out yet. Yeah, the bush hog. That's it, Christoph. Is it just not released yet? You thought it was out? See, I did too, but I went to his itch page, and I also went to his Mod Network author page. I didn't see either of them there, and I went to his Facebook and didn't see anything. So I don't know. I may reach out to him. I did it literally like half an hour before this stream started, so I didn't really get to dig into it much. I was just wondering what you guys might know. You don't think it's out. Okay, so it was early access. Got it. That's what I concluded, Argsy, is if it wasn't on any of those sites, it must not have been released, and I just saw a preview. I'm trying to remember who I saw preview it. I don't remember. Must be having trouble getting something to work perfectly. I can be patient. Yeah, you know, I think the pickup is just offset, guys, because look at that. There's like one radius of the fan there on the left-hand side. It's already cleared. No worries. I haven't done a lot of exploring on this map. I've done a little bit. I kind of flew around, just got in flight mode and looked around. But they're just like, there's like a really cool waterfall up north. There's an old church. I'm gonna have to be careful where I choose to set up my farm. I think I'm just gonna keep it central, like where I have it. Simply just, I mean, it can take 20 minutes to get from like the bottom to the top of the map in a fast vehicle. It's just such a big map. I did also look around. Argsy, I think you and me and FSG were on this map. I think we previewed it in a live stream, and we had Ola in the chat, and we were we were doing grass, actually. So I did get to see a little bit of it then. Let's go in cab for a while. It's not too loud. Hopefully that's not too loud for you guys. Widget Man, welcome in. Glad to have you here. Mark is saying there's auto drive routes out for Rennebu. I'm so glad to hear that, Mark. If you will leave me, like, you can put in my Discord maybe a link or the name of who's got that, or maybe it's you. I will check into that for sure. So, all right, Mark says a couple on FSG's Discord. Okay, awesome. Thank you, Mark. This is kind of funny. So, so my parents, they live in the area. They're local here, and they just turned 80 this year. So even YouTube is, you know, they're not like fully comfortable with. But I was trying to explain to them that, hey, I'm creating content on YouTube, and well, you know, what are you doing? Well, you know, I'm making videos about a video game, and it just like went way over their heads. So I said, you know what? Sit down. I'll just show you one of my videos. And they watched it in silence, and they were like, oh, okay. They wouldn't really tell me what they thought about it, but I'm sure it was like, why is this adult man making videos of a video game? Yeah, exactly, Mark. What tube? My father actually does watch a lot of YouTube. I sent him some channels. He likes science channels and astronomy channels, so he'll go watch those. But he certainly doesn't understand the whole gaming community. I've talked to my two daughters about it, and they think it's cool that their dad is making YouTube videos. Now, my younger daughter, at least, isn't much for Farming Simulator. My older daughter, she's played it with me a couple of times. In fact, before FS22, I bought her a copy of FS19, and we do some multiplayer stuff. And she's a big gamer. She thinks it's cool. Jason Statham. I don't know if I would rub shoulders with him, but I think it would be fun. If you mean like FSG Jason Statham, then that might make a little more sense. That's the one, yeah. That was kind of a mess. Oh wow, and we're already done. Get this last one. How are we doing for time? Yeah, we've got time. Go grab a baler. Start baling some of this stuff up. So one thing I'm curious about with FarmCon coming, and I haven't looked to see, you know, how they're doling all this out. I'm sure it's going to be similar to how they doled it out online last year. But what are your thoughts on, like, you know, watching some of the live streams? Anybody planning to do that? Did they do that much in prior FarmCon events? I know one thing I'm going to try to catch is the panel discussion that FSG and Farmer Cop. It's DJ Go Ham, Farmer Cop, FSG, and Virtual Farmer. That's going to be a hoot. Get those 4 people on a all talking about Farm Sim. That's going to be entertaining. Let's see. Did I buy the mower yet? I mean, the baler yet? No, I didn't. Let's go buy one. Previous FarmCons, I just kind of picked up... I didn't watch, like, the primary broadcast. I just kind of watched the secondary stuff, like FSG and Argsy. I know the 2 of y'all did some, like, summary commentating. That's about as far as I got into it. This says I have a baler. I do have a baler. Now I gotta go find it. Let's show it in the map. It should be right there. Is it not? Alright. A is back again. Welcome back. We missed you. Okay, anybody see a baler on the map? It should be blinking. Oh, here it is. It's down there at the store. Okay, so I had store delivery set on, but I must have accidentally reset it or something. You know, we can just go drive and get it, I guess. It's not that far away. That'd be something to do. So maps that are this big, sometimes that's when I'll pull out my wheel and use it, because there's just so much driving and you're driving at high speeds a lot of times. Is Ashton Cornets coming to console? I don't know anything about that. If someone in the chat knows the answer to A's question, help A out. So pretty. Okay, so there's one of the bridges. I think there's 3, maybe 4 bridges across this map. And that's like, one of the challenges of this map is, if you need to get to the other side of the river, you may do a lot of backtracking just to get over a bridge. And some of the bridges are super narrow, like not all equipment would get across. I think the northernmost bridge, I mean, to me it looks like a footbridge. Like a combine couldn't get over it. No way. If I have store delivery, I can set the drop point after you make... Yeah, I know I can do that, Mark, and I was gonna do that, but, you know, it's such a pretty map, I decided, you know what? I'll just drive it. But, Mark, I do that all the time. Like setting up videos and stuff. I'm resetting stuff all the times. Drop your store points, hit reset just to move equipment where you need it to go. Whoa, my front end is floating. I'm gonna need to get a weight. So since the store is right here, let's go buy a weight. Oh yeah, thanks, Mark. I did know that, but I always appreciate people making sure I'm in the know. I always want to learn more. Let's get a weight. Does it recommend one? It doesn't. But I'll just get like a one kg weight. Maybe we'll do that one. We'll just do that one. And let's see. That's not Kubota orange, so maybe I won't do that. Do you guys color code your weights? I do that. So like my 1 kg weight, I always make it white. And then my 1500, I make orange. And my 2000 kilogram weight, I make red, and so on. Because when you drive up to one, many times it's really hard to tell. You know what? That just went to my cell site. Weird. Okay, well, it'll be back at the we'll be back at the farm. All right. Whoops. You always match it to the tractor. Okay, that's another good idea. If you're going to have a dedicated weight for a tractor, then yep, that's a great way to go. In real life, only cars can go over that bridge. Oh, interesting, Jan. Okay. Yeah, I read some of Ola's notes where he said that I think it's the bridge that we drove past. He made it twice as wide as it is in real life, just so we could get farm equipment over it. Barely wide enough for semi-trailer. Okay. Pay attention to what you're doing. Hello. I believe it's 8 kilometers wide and 8 kilometers tall. Correct me if I'm wrong, chat, but I think that's true. Oh, that's correct. Okay. So my weight, there's my weight. I see it. My understanding is all these plots that look like a building should be there, that Ola is going to indeed put buildings there, or at least a lot of them. And in the meantime, we can put our own buildings down. This map comes with its own mod pack of buildings. I think it's called Buildings of Norway or something like that. And I think yeah. There we go. Now we got it. And as that mod is updated with buildings, we can update the map with the map's buildings without having to get a new game save or even a new download of the map, which is kind of cool. Interesting way to do things. Clever way to do things. All right. Let's see, do I need to unfold this? Let me get my map up here. Doesn't look like it. I just need to lower it. Okay, and we're done. What's the biggest map in FS22? Let's see. What is that one? It was northwest something that came out early on. And it was, yeah, Jan, it was like a 36x map. Was it Nebraska? Was it I'm trying to remember what state it was. Spring Creek, that rings a bell. Oh, you know what? I didn't select the bigger bale size. Let me do that. There we go. We'll do the 150s. Currently rolling a field on there. Oh, are you? Wow. That is a beast of a map. I played that map for a while, and I did use some heavily modded harvesters and trailers, and even still, it was just huge. It'd be a great map for multiplayer. I think was it FSG that had that map on his server for a while for multiplayer? Yeah, you run it on the multiplayer server, right. Yeah, it makes a good multiplayer map. A difficult single-player map. Certainly challenging. That's the place, okay. Newer, bigger version of Hastings. Oh, I didn't know that. You know, I guess I could, can I still use the GPS? I think I still have it loaded. Yep. It's a nice little thing. If you windrow with your guidance steering, you can keep the settings, don't touch them, and you can just go back over them. I agree, Christoph. That's just too much. It's just too much map. In fact, this is being a 16x map. Normally, I think would be too much, but because there's not a whole lot of the map is really being used. Let me just pull it up. So there's the extent of the 16x, but you can see not even a quarter of it is really usable or navigable. So I think that makes it a little easier to, but you do have some long treks. If you need to go from one side to the other, that's like put it on auto drive and go make a cup of coffee. Yeah, it makes it more manageable, Christoph. I agree. So I said earlier that grass work is probably, like if I had to pick, it's probably my favorite thing to do on Farm Sim. Tell me in the chat what your favorite thing is to do. If grass work's your favorite or if it's something else. 'Cause I always like to see how people play the game and how they enjoy it. It's one of the great things about the game. can play it so differently. You can even make farm flick smoothies with it, as we know. No one's really commented on my Texas accent. The only reason I bring it up is when I was in high school, I moved to Austin, Texas. Just very much kind of a international town. And then I moved to California for 3 years, and I was told that I had lost my Texas accent. I don't know if that's true or not, but now that I'm back here, and I've been here for like another 15 years, I think it came back. But I don't hear it anymore. Black Book says sugar beets with a toe behind harvester. Oh, really? You're being serious? That's your favorite? Are you a masochist, Black Book? Sound like you are. Let's see, I'm gonna drop this over here. I don't want it to be in my way later on. I just sound American, Seren. Okay, good. I see those switchback roads in the distance, and it reminds me of like maybe those are downhill ski trails. Because it looks like there's a ski resort out there to me. Whoops. Black Book says small fields only. Okay. I guess if you're gonna do sugar beets with a pull behind harvester, you definitely want them to be small fields. I could get behind that, Black Book. I have yet to find anything that I absolutely hate doing. I mean, I can find joy doing beets or logging or poplars, fringe farming, as Argsy puts it. I just can't do it for very long. Whoops. I need to drop that bale, don't I? Bobsleigh runs. Yeah, Cranky. That's what it does look like that. Why? What am I doing wrong here? Oh, my pickups needs to get lowered. Okay, when did I do that? And is it on? It is on. Okay. Root crops a cinch with Mark's multi Multi-harvester. You do have to have the right tools. Did I mess it up again? I did. I keep raising the pickup and then not lowering it. Wolty. You got there in the end, right? We all knew what you meant. Don't want to drop your bales in the headlands. That's an accident waiting to happen. Ozzy, hey, welcome in. Good to have you here. Just getting some grass work done on down the street from where Jan lives in Rennebu. I didn't miss anyone else, did I? I'm still don't have the like perfect coordination down with playing the game, reading chat, talking intelligibly. I'm working on it. Right, Chinook, it just comes with experience. Every time I do it, I get a little bit better. And Chinook, as you know, I did some streaming on Twitch before I moved over to YouTube. I would say that was, to a large part, just so I could practice. Prove to myself I could do it. But, you know, my community's here on YouTube, so it was always my goal to be over here with you guys. Because Twitch is like its own thing. And the farm sim community over there is, it's rather different. I wouldn't say it's better or worse, it's just very different. I'm just reading. Can barely play the game, let alone with other stuff. I know what you mean, Ozzy. I used to try to play like first-person shooter games. With like young boys who, like, you know, naturally grew up knowing how to do it, and I would always just get wasted. Just didn't have the coordination for it. It's weird to say that I don't have coordination because I think, you know, I'm a drummer, a percussionist, so in that sense of the word, I have some pretty good coordination, but that's nothing close, nothing at all the same as playing a video game. It's all completely different. Well, I think we're going to get one field completely done. We'll save the other field for next time. I'll take care of that later. And we do have to get the bales off the field. I don't even know where to take these. I'll have to figure that out as well. I don't have any cattle, so... Oh, one interesting thing, and I think it's the farm that the default farm that I'm set up on. It's either the sheep barn or the cattle barn. It has a fermenting silo in it. So you can just pick up grass and throw it in there and it'll make silage for you. So I don't know exactly why I'm baling silage, but I don't know, it's what I like to do. Hold on just a second. Game got away from me. There we go. Sorry about that. I lost my screen. Okay, and then instead of moving, just a second, I'm just going to check on one thing real quick. There we go. I'm gonna open up Dr. Pepper number 2. Whoops. I'm good. I just missed a little spot. It's fine. Am I liking this map? Honestly, I am loving this map. I have maybe 3 hours on this map. 2 of those hours were just being on a live stream with Argsy and FSG, so I didn't really get to explore it much. But everything I've seen from the map reviews, I've watched a lot of different map reviews, and just my own experience on it, I really love it. I chatted with Ola a little bit just to make sure, you know, I just asked him, hey, is there like a big update coming in a week? Because if so, you know, I'll hold off. And he said, no, he's on vacation right now for a couple weeks, which is, I'm sure, is well deserved. So he said he's not going to make an update to it for at least the next month or two. But there is a bug list on his GitHub page, and I looked at it. There's nothing like really major, like, game killer bugs on it. Most of it's like textures or things that are floating. There are a couple of buildings, or like, you know, buildings that are still under construction that you can't demolish. You can't get rid of them. That's really the only thing I've seen that would be, you know, of any major concern. Nick says, I think you'll get one today. Got me wanting one. Oh, Chinook, are you talking about a Dr. Pepper? Are you wanting a Dr. Pepper? They are pretty good. I forget how good they are, and then I drink one and go, oh yeah. That's why I used to drink these all the time. The real Dr. Peppers, though, have way too much sugar, though. I have to do the zero sugar ones. They taste pretty good. Pretty close to the real thing. All right. That's pretty much all the rows. Oh, there's one more over there. Let's go get that. I think we got about another 15 minutes. We'll go another 15 minutes. I think over in Europe it's getting a little late for you guys. Oh, this isn't a road. This is actually a headland. Awesome. We'll just start cleaning it up. Spear o'clock, Cranky. All right. Well then, cheers, Cranky. He's got a new toy to play with. What's that about, Mark? Oh, we've got a few rows down here. Dr. Pepper snake oil. Black Book, Dr. Pepper does not claim to heal anything. Although I guess technically they are a doctor. Doctor of what? I don't know. It was originally invented by a doctor for medicinal purposes. And I think Coca-Cola was at the time as well. Look at these rows. Edited forage wagon. Ah, that would be fun. That would be fun. How much does it hold, Mark? Like a grillion liters? And it doesn't weigh anything? The wildlife sounds on this map. It's good ASMR. It's like very calming. And the sound of the water. Whoops. How many subs before I get super chat? Cranky, I think it's 1,000 subs. Because at that point, YouTube will monetize you. And so you have the ability to make money. So I'm guessing that's when you can do the super chat thing. Honestly, I don't know. Although I'm interested to know, that's not really like a real high priority for me, but I guess we'll find out. I hope so. I hope to find out soon. I know that I don't have the ability to do community posts in YouTube, you know, like where I can just put a post and subscribers get it. I have to have 1,000 subs to do that, and that was kind of a rude disappointment, because when I was gonna do the poll for naming the dog, I was gonna put it in the community post and I couldn't. Argsy says it's 1,000 subs. Oh yeah, plus 4. Right, you're right, Argsy. You gotta have 4,000 hours of view time too. Which probably comes along pretty handily if you've got 1,000 subs and you're putting out content on a regular basis. Then you can buy, yeah. Cranky, when I get there, I will happily accept a beer from you. We'll celebrate with it. That's a lot of episodes. Yep. That's a lot of 5-minute farmer episodes. Yeah, I guess the length of viewing is pretty short, but Args, he's got a lot of eyes watching those. sometimes on my YouTube page, I'll get recommendations for, because they know I'm a content creator now. I get all these like, you should watch this video on like how to get more subs or how to make better videos and all that. And there was one like, what's the optimal YouTube length and how often you should and what days you should post. And I can't believe that there's actually like a set recipe. That is like the thing that I'm worrying about the least. It's like, I am going to get on a regular schedule, but I'm not worried about what it is. I'm just going to do what works. Right now it's like drop videos on Mondays, live stream on Tuesdays, and then now that I'm going to start a Let's Play, I just got to figure out when I'm going to do that. It'll be sometime like mid to late week of the week, but I do want to do it. Try to do one of those every week. You need to catch up on the 5-minute farmers. Yeah, they're good. They're like perfect bite-sized chunks. And RG, how many have you done? Are you like in the 20s now? I'm still, even if you got 20, that's what? It's an hour and a half, a little over an hour and a half of viewing. You could start from scratch and get caught up. Argsy's intrigued to see what happens at the end of the month when you go from daily videos back to 3 to 4 a week. I wonder. I have heard that the YouTube algorithm does kind of like consistency, and I've wondered that myself. But getting started, it just so doesn't matter, because first of all, I'm not monetized. Second of all, I only have 6 videos you can watch, so I'm not going to worry about it. But yeah, I have been told find a consistent schedule and stick to it. There's a few YouTubers that I follow. They're not even farm sim guys, people, and they release a video like once a month, but they have like 600,000 subs because they make really good videos, and they're consistent even though it's only once a month. Family first. RC Gaming. A 31. Wow. Oh, 19 today. Okay, but 31 in total. Got it, RC. Yeah, I was thinking you were like right around the 20 mark. And I'd forgotten that you'd started it for the month of July. So that, I guess, makes sense. It does affect the algorithm. Okay. All right. I don't think I'm completely done. Let me just go look. I may be done enough, though. And we're just about at time. We're just about at the 2-hour mark. So let me just do a quick scan. Oh, I do see a row or two over here that we need to hit, but that'll be pretty good timing. We'll pretty much have this field done and dusted, as they say in the UK, just inside of 2 hours. It's the 120-minute farmer. And I need to drop my... Nope. What did I do? That's it. We're planning to do a super edit once finished. Oh, that's a great idea, Artsy. That's a great idea. And that would be a great way to kind of, for people who discover it later on, to get it. That makes so much sense. Good idea. been thinking of other things to live stream. Like, I don't know that I'm going to continually live stream this map. I really intend it to become just a let's play. But I was just thinking about other things that I can live stream. One thing I was thinking about is I've got a lot of game saves, you know, from ever since FS22 came out. I was just wondering if it might be fun to just kind of jump into those. And I can kind of show you what I've been doing. It's already set up. Like, I've got about 250 hours on Green Valley. Got a pretty elaborate setup there. I've got one, what's the Black Sheep modding map? Is it Old Stream Farm? Is that the one? I've got about 150 hours on a map there. I don't know, but I was just thinking what would be fun. Plus it'd be like some diversity, something different each time. And something that's already kind of set up. Or if you guys have like a whole new idea about what you'd like to see live stream, let me know. Like I said, I'm just kind of in brainstorming mode right now. I really like this baler. This is absolutely my favorite baler in the game. In fact, I find it hard to not use this baler. It's not even that expensive. It's like $78,000, and you get the whole package. You get the baler, you get the wrapper. You can set it to auto drop the bales. Good to see my setup on Green Valley. Okay, Cranky. Well, we'll do at least one of those. When I was on Twitch, that's what I would stream. And it's a pretty different setup from what FSG's doing. There won't be a whole lot of overlap. All right, look at that. Did we hit it perfect? Look at that. Nope, we got 3% in the hopper now. Oh well. Love that in baler. Yeah. Yep, it's been around a while. Okay, guys. We got it done. And I think that is live stream number 2 in the bag for us. Still got 13 of you guys sticking with me. I appreciate it very much. All right, well, I'll just drive over here and hopefully I don't get hit by a car. All right, and then I need to save. Check out the save time on this map. One of the things about 16x maps, there's just so much data, so I'm going to say it's like a 12-second save. And I've got a pretty fast SSD that this is running on. It's a lot of content. That's right, Cranky. That did come with the Alpine expansion. That baler did. All right, guys. Well, I think we're going to leave it right there. I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me today. This is a lot of fun. I'm having so much fun. But I will see you guys next Tuesday, most likely. I think I'm going to be streaming from my daughter's house because I'm going to be dog sitting for her. But check out my video that I dropped this morning, and I'll have another one for you guys next Monday. So anyway, appreciate you guys. Take care, and we'll see you later.